Maerith, you wretched child. Do you mean to burn this court to ash?
Grandmother, why do you scream at me? For a stray. She is only a companion. I corrected her, that is all. I am your blood, grandmother. Your own grandchild. How can you take a stranger's side against me? You smashed my crest! You shredded the Elder Queen's weaving! Is there any rank you still respect? Any law? Mother, she is a branch-born nothing! Why would you give her father's gift, the seal that should have been mine? I am the pure-blood princess! The finest things in this court belong to me!
Silence! A stranger? A pure-blood princess? You are a princess who did nothing but be born. A creature that inherited everything and earned none of it. You call her a branch-born nothing. A stranger with no blood worth naming, so let me name it. Let me make it plain. Without her father, there would be no princess for you to play at. Without her father, your own father's throne and half this kingdom would have burned to cinders 15 years ago.
I already knew what came next. Before I was ever brought to court, Warden Thalen had told me the truth. I was never the daughter of a forest keeper. My true father was General Aelrith Dawnshield, the legendary guardian who, 15 years ago, to save the late king and the elder queen, he held the Ashen Gate against the tide of blight magic and died with 100 arrows in his body, defending the Heartwood tree and the royal line. In that slaughter, every warrior of House Dawnshield fell. Only one life remained. The child my mother carried, unborn. Fleeing through the poisoned dark, my mother was touched by blight magic. I was born early, my life thread frayed, and the healers swore I would not live past 5 winters. To preserve the last root of House Dawnshield, the Elder Queen and my father's old master, the Grand Lorekeeper, hid me away. They gave me a false name and a quiet home in the outer woods, far from the court and its knives. For 15 years they waited, 15 years, until my thread had steadied enough to bring me home and keep me where they could watch over me.
You know why I gave her my seal? Because when the Ashen Gate fell, her father cut a path through the dark to carry word to my father and brothers. Without him, House Ironhold would have died in the ash. My entire family owes its breath to hers.
And do you know why I treasure her? Her father was the finest student I ever taught. If I could not protect his only child, I would have no face to meet him beyond death.
My father, Thalen, was only a minor keeper of the Outer Woods. My mother's clan carried no ancient name worth mentioning. Even my voice was soft. Every branch-born elf in the Outer Woods said I must have been blessed by the Heartwood himself. They were wrong. The Elder Queen first saw me during a visit to the Outer Woods. The next morning, she sent 8 carriages drawn by moon-white unicorns to fetch me. The High Queen took to me at once, saying I was quieted and better behaved than any little girl she had ever met. The Grand Lorekeeper heard me recite one dead rune and demanded I be delivered to the archives at once. And Hearthmaster wanted me close enough to taste every honey cake before anyone else. So I behaved. I went to lessons, ate my meals, slept on time, and never caused trouble. Until Princess Maerith returned to court. She hated my window seat. She hated the cloak the Elder Queen had given me. The Elder Queen gave it to me. Take it off, then kneel and wipe the mud from my shoes. Then I'll take it back for her. She ordered someone to bring the shears. The moon-woven cloak, spun from silver spider silk and heartwood thread, split with a soft, sickening whisper. Princess Maerith, this is the Elder Queen's own weaving. If you cut it apart, and she asks who did it, that will be difficult to answer.
Answer to whom?
I am King Corvin's beloved firstborn. Born of Moonveil's purest blood. She looked at me as though I'd told the funniest joke in the realm. The Elder Queen is my grandmother. You are a branch-born ward from the Outer Woods. Do you truly believe she would punish her own blood for the likes of you? Today I'll cut apart this cloak and this little borrowed skin you wear pretending to be someone. Then know this. That cloak is woven with heartwood thread from the deep grove. Ordinary shears cannot cut through it. If the blade snaps and wounds you, the fault becomes mine, and I could not bear it.
I counted in silence. The Elder Queen visited the Heartwood Shrine each morning. Her return passed this hall. One turn of the glass, and she'd be here. I had to stall.
Useless. Can't even keep a blade sharp. Forgiveness, Princess! I'll fetch the rune shears from the vault.
Go, now.
You think a little trick with old thread will save this cloak? Nothing in Moonwheel can save you today. Princess, I am only a companion. But it was the High Queen herself who chose me, sealed by her own hand. If I displease you, take it to Queen Lithian. Why soil your hands with private punishment?
I said it deliberately, because if there was one name Maerith could not stand, it was the High Queen's. Maerith's birth mother had died young. Maerith called her mother, but she had never accepted her as one. Right on cue, she detonated.
Silence! That woman is nothing! She is not even my blood!
You think she brought you here because she likes you?
She wanted an obedient little hound. Something to keep at heel, something to spite me with.
I kept my face still, but inside, I smiled. Queen Lithian was famously fierce about the people under her protection. The High Queen is the crown and grace of Moonwheel. Even you have no right to slander her. You? A branch-born stray? You dare put words like crown and grace in your mouth? This pain was nothing. Nothing compared to being sent back to the Outer Woods, because Hearthmaster Bram had promised me an entire tray of frost blossom tarts after lessons today. For those tarts, I had no choice but to endure. What? Not weeping? Not begging? She seized my chin, forcing my face up. The sharpened rings on her fingers pierced my skin. A bead of blood welled. You think your silence makes you brave? You think I will spare you?
I despise this false, pretentious dignity of yours. A creature dragged out of the mud, playing at nobility.
Behind her, hurried footsteps echoed down the corridor. The handmaid had returned, and in her hands gleamed the rune shears, cold, black, and impossibly sharp. Maerith snatched the rune shears, their edge breathing a faint, silver frost.
Let go of me! Hold her.
The Elder Queen's gift, silver spider silk, heartwood thread, a season's weaving, fell in ruined strips across the floor.
Such a waste. All that fine silver-leaf silk.
If the Elder Queen saw this, she'd need 3 bowls of starflower broth just to steady her heart.
The cloak is gone. May I go now? This is the pendant my father gave the High Queen for her birthday, her most prized keepsake. She gave this to you? What did you whisper into her ear? What poison did you feed her? Princess, that is the High Queen's gift. Please return it. Return it? What I want, I take. What I cannot have, no one keeps. If she would rather give her pendant to a stray than to me, then it does not deserve to exist. Heartbroken? Good. Learn this, Ward. In this court, I am the only blood that matters. However many hands shield you, I can crush you as easily as an insect underfoot. Drag her to the courtyard. She will kneel on the frost glass until she remembers her place. Princess, surely... Silent. Is to beg for her again, and you kneel beside her.
The girl clamped her mouth shut, terrified into silence, not daring to utter another word. They hauled me out into the cold, biting wind. As I stared back at Maerith's contorted face, I quietly began to count the turns of the glass. Elder Queen, if you do not come soon, my knees may truly be ruined. I bit my lip and forced the tears back. I might be weak, but I was not that easy to break. What are you waiting for? Press her down. Lick the mud from this ground, or you will not leave alive. Princess, I would rather die than accept such humiliation. The moment my knees struck, servants overturned a basket before me, shattered frost glass, jagged shards of pale crystal spilling across the ground in a glittering heap.
The princess commands, kneel on these and stitch every thread of that ruined cloak back together. One by one.
Cold sweat slicked my palms. Frost glass didn't merely cut. Where it opened skin, the wound crusted over with creeping rime.
What? Afraid to kneel? So talkative before. Frightened now? Press her down!
I am a companion sealed by the High Queen's own hand. You are a princess, but even you hold no right to torture by your own whim. Take this before the king, and see who is shamed. I am his only daughter. Do you imagine he would punish me for a stray? Press her knees into the glass. Then a voice cracked across the courtyard like splitting timber.
Stop!
That voice, old but ringing with iron authority. It was Grand Lorekeeper Elisar, the oldest rune master in Moonvale, keeper of tongues the court had long forgotten, tutor to 3 reigns. The first of my 4 guardians had arrived.
Princess Maerith, what is the meaning of this? The lecture grovel is a sanctuary of learning. You dare shed a fellow student's blood upon it?
Lorekeeper, I am disciplining a branch-born nothing who forgot her place. What concern is it of yours? You're a dusty old scribe. Since when do you meddle in my affairs?
You insolent child! Elowen is the finest mind I have taught in a century. She reads runes no living elf remembers. She forgets nothing she has seen. And you would maim her hands? I shall see the king this instant and lodge a formal grievance against you.
Then go. Run to my father. Let us see whether the king believes a half-dead relic or his own daughter. Guards! Throw this meddling old fool out of my sight! Are you deaf? I gave a command! Whoever fails to drag this old fool out, I will strip of name and root the entire bloodline!
Forgive us, Lawkeeper. Insolence! I am tutor to the throne itself!
Master, behind me!
Elowen, child. Foolish girl, why shield me?
Master! Princess, kill me today if you must, but you will not touch a single hair of the Grand Lawkeeper. He has served 3 reigns. Harm him, and every keeper of knowledge in this realm will never forgive you. You dare! A branch-born stray threatening me! Guards! Take her hands, both of them! Let us see how the little genius reads her precious runes without fingers.
Cut.
Was I, Elowen, really going to die here today?
Let us see who in this court dares lay a blade on my grandchild.
Valora was no longer on the throne, but every ancient oath in Moonvale still answered to her blood, and even the reigning queen never crossed her lightly. In one hand, she clutched a candied starberry skewer, the very treat she knew I loved. Beside the elder queen stood High Queen Lithian. In her hands, she carried a warm tray of frost blossom tarts, and behind them both came Bran, red-faced and breathless, wearing a Hearthmaster's apron.
Which blind-eyed fool dare starve my Elowen? I'll carve them into stew meat!
You came...
Don't scroll away. Click the video link to download Drama Box. Watch all episodes now.